What's going on, guys? So I think I speak with everybody, not for everybody, with everybody, on the fact that scalping is absolutely ridiculous, okay? I get buying boxes as a collector, maybe selling a few, okay? I know people do that, all right? I myself don't. When I buy collections, I keep them, and I try to make sure they stay well within my range. Like, right now, this room, you've seen probably on stream, is cluttered because I have not put stuff up. That really comes down to time constraints right now. I'm having to wait till June, or July, when I get a full actual, like, vacation. When I'm on vacation, I'll be spending a lot more time in here redoing everything, okay? I got everything in that needs to be done, but I'm not going to get into all that. Just to let you know, June's going to be an important month. Everybody that wants to stay for an update on that, we'll just wait till the end of the video, okay, when I get done talking about what I got to talk about. But basically, I wanted to talk about this card scalping phenomenon that's just kind of blowing up more. It's been around for a while, but it's just like finally getting the hate it deserves. Same thing with like Switch 2. Okay, if you go on eBay right now, the Switch 2 is just absolutely littered everywhere. And it's all going for $800 to $1,000, okay? We're getting basically PlayStation 5 all over again. And I think it was the 30, yeah, the 3060s and 90s and 80s and all that, when those came out. I remember I was able to get one at a shop. I got very lucky, still overpaid, but I got a 3060 Ti when it was probably the cheapest that you could get at the time, which was the best cheap one. Okay, so I understand how to dealing with scalpers is a problem. My buddy, for whatever reason, he has no patience. He went on Amazon where there was a bunch of scalpers and bought a PS5 for like $1,000. I got mine directly from PlayStation. It took forever to get put in line. I had to use an app just to tell me, which I think this is what scalpers use to actually scalp, but I used an app for it to give me an alert. Once the alert came in, then I was able to go for the pre-registration to actually get the email so I could buy it. And it was terrible. I hated it. But it's gotten to the point you cannot even tell when there's just a fake video. You can't tell if it's a skit. Now, I'm hoping these lookalikes, and I'm saying lookalike, I mean, I'm a big guy. Let's go ahead and be honest. I'm a big tubby nerd, okay? I've never tried to hide from that. But these guys, I really hope it's a skit and this isn't real, and they're just making fun of these people. Because, yeah, they actively act like the biggest man-child that you could see in a video, aping around in this store, just busting open boxes and cards, and just, like, literally just shuffling through them on the ground. It's actually pretty sad. Now, this goes on for like a minute, to be honest, and it's super, like, weird to watch. It's one of the easier videos, because all the other ones is everybody having fight nights. For whatever reason, they're just boxing in the middle of aisles and vending machines and just absolute chaos. This is probably the least chaotic one. It's just a couple dudes acting goofy and ripping cards off. And I would assume it's probably nothing to really do with scalping itself, because they wouldn't be opening them and throwing them in the floor, to be honest. Because you could tell that they kind of made a little bit of mistake. They may not be sliding them correctly. If you miss your card, boom, it's going to end up on the ground. You ruined all your money. It's going to cause damage. The way they're going through them, it's mishandling the cards. If your point is to make money, like everybody's trying to do, you're doing the bad part. You're doing it possibly the worst way you could.
Oh my gosh, let me pinch. Oh, freaking just a gold, dude.
Wait, hold on. We left something in the trash. Oh my god.
Alright guys, after further investigation, I have given it the stamp of approval. This is, in fact, a real channel. Okay? It's not just some one-off. Sometimes when I do get videos, they're usually just like, it's like Barstool, where it's not their content, it's just somebody else's that they're putting on their channel. And in this actual channel, from what I've seen, it's theirs. So they do actually have a bunch of skits and oddball videos that have to deal with them, like, selling their cards. And I assume this is probably one of those gimmicks where they're just making fun of people for that reason. Like the scalpers themselves, I'm really hoping that's the case anyway, and they're not really like this. You know, because they're throwing the cards on the floor. I've really, you know, it irks me when people like try to actively, for a gimmick, destroy good cards. Even though it's like been a thing. I even shit on like Boogie not too long ago when he was doing that. It was like the, what was it, keep or rip or whatever. It's where they go through a card and like they start off the first one keep, second one rip, first one keep, second one rip, or whatever it was. I can't remember the exact reasoning behind it. It may have actually been like flipping a coin. I can't remember. But I don't like that. When you collect stuff that are meaningful like that to me, you should just tear them up. I just think it's odd. But outside of that, basically, I think scalping as a whole has gotten so bad that I couldn't even tell if this was like fake, a gimmick. It's like, well, it's so obvious. No, you need to watch all the videos of everybody going ballistic over everything. It's absolute insanity now. Everybody's trying to get a quick couple $100 off of people. Now, the Pokemon cards I think are going for like a lot more, don't get me wrong. So you're paying like $200 for something that could be like thousands. I get that. Like, I understand why that's getting a little bit more aggressive. I don't condone it, and I think it's stupid, but I'm saying I understand the premise behind why they're just getting so emotional. But, like, we'll use Switch, for instance. Switch 2, people were pre-ordering them for, like, $500, you know, the going rate or whatever, $550, I think, after everything. And then they're selling them for $800. So those people are douchebags. They're hateful. They have no premise of, you know, the regular 9-to-5 guys who actually are just trying to buy it for the kid or themselves or whatever. Like, I got lucky so far. I'm waiting on the email. So, by the way, I'll be speaking on a few of that, like I said, at the end of the video. But I should be able to get lucky for one. Now, not everybody can get lucky. Not everybody has that chance. Some people, this is trying to, you know, could be their first console. So, they're not going to have a chance to buy it because they're having to up all the restrictions because of these people. I hate scalpers. I know a person that has scalped before, and they're probably doing it again, if I had to guess. Because one thing that got me in the email, that it straight up said, hey, please, if you can pre-order somewhere else, do not pre-order from us, so we can have that, basically, that availability to somebody else. You think scalpers are going to read that and care? No. They're going to go, pussies, I'm going to go fuck somebody else. And they're going to go buy it from GameStop, Best Buy, wherever the pre-orders are. Because I didn't go to a store. I actually just went directly to the directive as soon as they announced it and went ahead and applied for it. But yeah, guys, that's basically all I wanted to talk about this scalping and Pokemon card stuff. Because I've seen a bunch of videos done about it, but I never sat down and actually got to talk about it again. I did a video a while back because there was some really goofy, stupid actions that were going on. This is just one of the more non-chaotic, just super cringy, I would say. It's not just people fist fighting, you know, it's not danger in this, it's just really dumb. But for anybody that wanted to know, here's the part in my video I wanted to talk about June. June's actually a pretty big month for me right now. I have, at this moment, while still trying to figure everything out, because Amazon pre-orders suck ass, and I really hate their system. I wish they would just do the buy, but they don't, and you have to go through hell and high water to try to get everything. But basically, as of right now, I should have about 4 Final Fantasy boxes. These are all fully pre-ordered. I'm not scalping them. I'm not selling them. They are for collective purposes. There's a bunch of cards in there that I would like to be able to get because I'm buying. It's going to be the Moist Critical thing, okay? For everybody and anybody that keeps trying to compare me to him, I'm sorry, but he had a great idea, and I would like to copy that idea. And I'm going to make a big poster thing, basically something to put on the wall for certain cards, for certain things. I'm still working on one that was a part of my Kamiga. Okay, I'm going to keep fucking that name up. It's the card box that had the Miosians in it. Okay, I keep forgetting the name. You'd think I'd get it right after like 3 times of messing it up. But basically, I've been trying to find the best arts that I like, full art cards that have been coming with the packs now. And I want to put them in some of these little like picture frames. They're just really big poster frames. But they have enough pressure on them they could hold the cards in place. And I can put just a little bit of double stick tape without ruining the cards. And just put them on that cardboard and they'll press in and they'll look nice. So that's what I'm planning on doing with some of the cards that are going to be coming into these boxes. I want to get the special ones. I'm probably going to put them in those special sleeves I got. You know, the more reinforced ones so I don't have to put them directly on the cards.